Hello clarinet people, welcome to the channel. Today I'm just doing my 10-minute clarinet oil and lube job. If you've never seen it done before, here's your chance to see how it's done. This is what I do maybe once a month or every couple months when I remember, when the clarinet's feeling a little dry, like it needs a little love. So hopefully this shows you what you need to know. Enjoy. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Okay, I've got my trusty little paintbrush here, soft bristles on that. You can pick these up at your local dollar store. Great for dusting out your clarinet. I've got some Q-tips just for cleaning the tone holes, and some clean paper towel in case I get any little oil spills. There's my key oil, and got my standard, run-of-the-mill bore oil, and a nice used cloth that I use just for oiling. Okay, gonna start with my top joint here. Now, just gonna give it a little dust, get any of the little dust and detritus out of the clarinet before I apply any oil. It's great to do regularly, and nothing fancy, just an old paintbrush. Okay, get my Tromba, I think number 2 oil. I like a more viscous oil. I think it does a little better job of silencing those keys and keeping things lubricated. So you just apply a tiny little drop between the post and the rod. Anytime you see these looking joints, you just put a little drop of oil. Okay, and you want to be careful. Some people wouldn't advise, going straight out of the bottle in case, you have some serious spillage. So if you're feeling tentative about that, throw it on the end of a toothpick and apply the oil that way. And then you just kind of move the key mechanism to let that oil sort of soak in into that mechanism there. And so I'm just going to go through the top joint, looking for those post rod connections. Just put a little drop of oil. Yeah, wiggle those keys, let that oil soak in there. There's my fork fingering. I never use this fork fingering, but all the more reason to give it a little bit of love so it stays mobile when you need it. All right, important spots here. Heavily used mechanism, that thumb key. Okay, and let's take a close look at the register key here. Yeah, one little drop there, little drop on that side. Ooh, yeah. Okay, it's feeling good. Things are moving. Okay. All right, let's get the top joint here. Take that bell off. Okay, one more time. Yeah, find all those little places. A little bit here, a little bit there, over here, over there. This thing is just going to be smooth sailing. I don't know how it is. The clarinet will just feel kind of dry. The keys will be a little clacky, and this really fixes that up. And it's good to do fairly regularly. You can do this once a month. No big deal. Okay, move these keys around. Let that oil jiggle around in those little mechanisms. Some of these longer rods, I might put an extra drop or two just because there's, obviously more service area for that oil to move. Find all those little places. It's okay if you miss one. It's okay. No big deal. I'm not like a tried and true technician, but, this is some just good maintenance that every regular playing clarinetist should know how to do themselves. All right, that is feeling good. Give those a little jiggle. Okay, I might just take a Q-tip. If there's any excess, you can always soak it up. It's good to maybe go over some of those spots, just clean up any of that excess oil. And yeah, so touch up there. Oh, I got a little bit of oil there. That's okay. Clean it up with the paper towel. That was probably just being spread around a little bit from the tip of the Q-tip. So note to self. Now I'm just going to do the same for the top joint. Clean up any of those little excess spots. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. think I did those trill keys. Let's make sure to do those. Boop. Boop. Okay. Soak up some of that. Very good, very good, very good. Happy little clarinet. Take a sip of coffee. Okay. Let's keep this show moving, shall we? Time to clean out little tone holes, you know. These things get kind of dirty. It's good to get in there with a Q-tip, clean out all that dirt and detritus. Make sure to get kind of outside and around those rings too. You can see I got this, you can see my dirty little fingerprint. You know, if you really love your clarinet, you know, you always want to make sure to, good to wash your hands. That dirt will just come off and accumulate. So I'm going to scrape that off. And yeah, just getting all those little nooks and crannies around and above the keys, as well as in the tone holes. Clarinets can get really gross, so make sure to do this regularly. There we go. Get a good scrape there. Oh yeah. Okay. I could be more thorough, but today's just a little touch up, you know. I'll make more videos where I go a little deeper, but this is just the 10-minute maintenance job. And always the most dirtiest tone hole of them all, the little thumb key. Gross. Get around there. Okay, yeah. Oh, inside of that ring. Yeah, look at all that. Okay. Okay, that's feeling better. I'm satisfied. Satisfactory job. Pat on my back. Okay, let's head to the bottom joint. Just do all that again. You'll notice I have a lovely patina on this clarinet. I don't know whether I have acidic sweat or just bad maintenance. I don't know. This clarinet's, I bought it in about 2011, silver plated. None of my other silver plated clarinets have gone this way, but so I'm just going to say maybe it's the plating of this particular model, this LeBlanc Legacy. It was not maybe the best, but in any event, I kind of like the patina. You don't see a lot of clarinets with that kind of wear, and I feel like it's kind of like my my battle scars, kind of. It's just this clarinet's really, it's really been around with me for a long time, and I love it. It's a beautiful horn. It plays absolutely lovely. Okay, so now we're going to do the oiling of the bore. Now there's a lot of, you hear a lot about when and how many times you should do this, but I just use this regular old bottle of bore oil. You don't use a lot. I've had this for a very long time, and you got to have your kind of, keep your oil swab. You can keep it in a little plastic baggie like that, and yeah, you just want to reuse this. Get that, all that nice oiliness just builds up over time, and you've just got this lovely oil chamois. And so you just take your oil, you put a few little drops just kind of around the swab. You can use almond oil if you want. That's kind of a you know, an off instrument brand way of doing it. Scrunch that swab up, distribute that oil around so you got some good, you know, distribution. And then it might be on my fingers, you'll see a little bit of the oil marks on the wood, but that's great. The wood actually loves the oil. The outside of the clarinet loves it too. Just be mindful that you're not getting the oil on the pads. And then you're just going to pull that swab through. Maybe go a little back and forth action here. Okay, yeah. Make sure to get good coverage inside the instrument. Pull it through, turn it around, go back the other way. Just like that. Okay. A little slow pull out there. And, oh, it's looking great. Look at that sheen. You'll really see that shine in the bore. And then do the ends of the joints. Don't get the cork, but these little joints are often covered, they touch a lot of contact with water, basically, and condensation. So give those a good oil. They love that, especially in there where that water builds up. Happy little clarinet when you do that. There we go. Yeah, getting right in that corner of that joint. Okay, beautiful. Looking good. Okay, and to the top joint. Let's repeat this all again. Down through the bottom. Okay. Nice slow pull back and forth. There we go. And then back the other direction to ensure maximum coverage. Okay. Pull that through. Okay, looking good. Let's get those little joints again. Making sure not to get oil on the cork. It might affect the glue. So we just stay away from that. There, that's feeling good. Right in there, yeah. Okay. Beautiful. And then I'll just take the swab and I'll just go over the wood parts around the keys. Just being careful and mindful, but you know, it just gives it a nice shine, and you know, that wood will just soak that oil up. It just loves it. So, and your clarinet will look so nice and shiny after. And I'll just let it sit for an hour or two, and it'll really be absorbed into that wood, and everything will be peachy keen. All right. Wonderful, wonderful, happy little clarinet. And then let's grab our barrel. Always getting right in those joints. That's where there's so much water. Get that oil in there. It will just be so happy to have that all nice and oiled. Right in those corners. And just gonna pull it through. These, of course, are the Bakun bell and barrel. Lovely products. Had these for years. They kind of started off really red when I bought them, the Coca Bolo, but over time it's really darkened, and I love it. I love this horn. The LeBlanc Legacy, it's one of the last ones that Maury Bakun was designing before starting his own Bakun musical company. Make beautiful clarinets, of course, but these LeBlancs, they're fantastic. Fantastic horns. All right, everybody, that's how it's done. If you like this content, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll try to make more videos like this. Thanks a lot.